Rectification of errors. Students, in your board examination, from this topic, you are going to face three questions, consist 3 marks each, 1 marks each, total 3 marks. Let us, through the example, understand where students commit mistakes and how we can find out the mistakes and what are the correction. French language was the more beautiful language. Here is error more and the correction is most because here is superlative in this sentence. That is why you know that more is comparative degree and most is the superlative degree. Next one is it was a clearest and most logical language. Error A. Correction the. Because in the superlative degree, before the superlative degree, the has been used. This topic can be helpful in your transformation of sentences under the topic of degree of comparison. Let us have a look. We must guard the language between us. Error is between, correction is among. Because you know that between is used for two person and among more than two. We must never forget the language. We must never forget the language. Correction, error is forgot, correction is forget. I looked up from mine writing. Mine is a possessive word, but here you have to use my. I saw him sitting motionless on his chair. Error is on and the correction is in. On is not a proper preposition over here for the sitting in the chair. He was gazing first at one thing, then another. Error is then is used for the comparison between two things, and is for then is used over here. He wanted to fix everything to his mind. To his mind, it's not proper preposition. In is correct over here. When the school began, there were a great bustle. There were is not appropriate helping verb over here. Was will be there. It could be heard out in the street. Heard, it means it is used for collection, and heard, this is the actual spelling of this. One could hear the opening and closing of desk. Here, this is the here. It's not a real spelling. This is the real spelling or hearing something else. The lessons were loudly repeated on unison. On is not. On is the error. There must be there in. In preposition is right over here. I saw him scrounging on the garbage. Error is on and the correction is in. He leave his he leave his home long ago. Error is leave. Here is left because this incident happened in the past tense. That so left is used over here. His home in Dhaka was the distant memory. Error is the and correction is A. The storm swept away their field and homes. Error is there, and the correction is there. There it means for possessive sense there used. I have traveled along the country. Error is along, correction is across. I have seen children walking barefoot. Error is children's. Children's are plural, and here uh, children is itself a plural. For child, we make children. Never required any s or es in the children's. For many, it is a traditional to stay barefoot. Traditional is not required, it's a tradition. For more, it is a perpetual state of poverty. Error is more because correction is most. It's a superlative form. They pitch their tents where they find food. Error is where, and the actual word is where or place. Their tents became transit homes. There, same thing is there. It means it is not showing the place. It's a possessive case over here. That is why there is used in this sentence. Children grow in them. Error is on, and correction is up. They became partners of survival. Of is error and correction is in. I know nothing except bangles. Except it's not a correct sense over here. Except in place of. I have made a house of the family. Error of correction is for. I don't knew any other trade. New. It is the second form of the verb, and over here because don't helping verb use, so no first form of the verb would be. The next one is my family is not able to have proper meal. Error is not and the correction is not. I had a aversion to the water. Error is a and correction is an because aversion before such a vowel we have to use an. I went to the pool to overcome fear. There is T double O two adverb two. Correction is to preposition. I went when no one else was there. Correct. Error is there and place is there required over here. I sat on the side to wait on the others. Error is on, correction is for. I walked home weak or trembling. Correction is error is or, correction is and. I shook and cried when I lay at the bed. Correction error is at, correction is on. There were a haunting fear in my heart. Error is where, correction is was because um, was is suitable for the sense. The slightest exertance upset her. Error is her. Correction is me. The next morning I dived onto the lake. Error is onto. Correction is into. Because over here there is moment, and you know that for moment into used. I swam across the other shore. Error is swum. Correction is swam. Experience had a deep meaning to me. Error is to, correction is for. I had conquered my fear with water. Error is with, correction is of. The old man lived without wife or child. Error live. Correction lived because it is based on past. He were happy to get someone to talk to. Error is were. Correction was because of first singular subject. He put the porridge pot in the fire. Error is in. Correction is on. He gave the newcomer some supper. Some SUM. Correction is SOM is Sham. The real spelling. The crofter get up early next morning. Error get. Correction got. He was in an hurry to milk his cows and is error and correction is A. The other man wants to stay in bed. Wants, it is based on simple present tense, but because this story happened in past, that is why wanted is required over here. He could not, as an owner had got up. Error is and correction is the. There was a lot of noise on the forge. Error on, correction is at. The fire boy shoveled coal at the furnace. Error is at, correction is in. Because in show the inside, at show the upper surface. The blacksmith did not notice a man. Error is A, correction required, that is the. He had opened the gate and enters the forge. Error is enters, correction is entered because happened in past. And there is had, helping verb. And you know that it belong from past perfect. The stranger now entered a room. Error is A, correction is the. He was now cleaned and well dressed. Error is clean, correction is clean. The wallet had bathed and saved him. Error is have, correction is had, because it happened in past tense. He worn a white shirt and shoes. Error worn, correction wore, because it based on simple past. Gandhi had go to attend the annual convention. Error is co, correction is con. There were many delegates there. Error there, correction is there. The peasant came to meet him at that time. Error is peasant. That is the spelling mistake over here. He is from Champaran district. Error is because story happened in the past, required was, not is. गाना Shukla had came to the Congress station. Error came, correction come. He was illiterate or resolute. Error or correction but. He complained about injustice of sharecroppers. Error is of, correction is to. He speak about the landlord system in Bihar. Error is speak, correction is spoke because it happened in the past. Gandhi ji decided to go at Muzaffarpur. Error is at, correction is to because it saw the place. This place was en route to Champaran. Error is these and the correction is this. He wanted to obtain much information. Much is error and more is the correction. He could not get enough information of Shukla. Error of, correction from. Due to the meaning. The sharecropping arrangement were irksome. Error were, correction is was. Some farmers signed arrangement willingly. Error is A, correction the. Some engages lawyer to resist the arrangement. Error is engages, correction is engaged. Landlord hired thugs to face much farmers such. Error is much, correction is such. Hope you will understand completely how correction you have done and what are the errors you have to face at the time of correcting, at the time of finding the correction in the sentences. Thank you. Have a nice day.